Howdy, buddies, Chris, guys, and spoilers, so close to my YouTube channel. Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. I was browsing the internet, and wow, some big things have been leaked, specifically revolving around Tfue versus Faze Clan. Now, a couple of days ago, I released a video of the reaction to Faze Bank, who was pretty much the face of Faze, the CEO, the spokesperson for Faze. And he had a lot of damning evidence against Tfue. And when you only have one side to react to, only one side to really look at, you think, okay, well, we got this person's side. And we haven't really gotten Tfue's side. We only hear things here and there that sound a little shady, as far as like drinking underage at like the Faze house, and them probably like egging him on to do stunts, and then him injuring himself, and then like illegal gambling or something crazy like that. And that's all stuff that when you read it, it's like, okay, this is for the little kiddies to react to. But as an adult, you look at that and it's kind of like, all right, they're just the lawyers. Tfue's lawyers are just padding against Faze, so it makes it easier for Tfue to get out of the contract. Well, now today, the contract has been leaked by blastpro.com. They have, I guess, an insider of some sort. And I'm going to bring up an article here because they are the sole people that had the leak initially. And Fortnite gamer Tfue's contract with Faze Clan finally revealed. Ooh. So we're going to kind of like sift through and see what's really going on here. Was Faze Bank telling the truth? Tfue telling the truth? Are they all lying? What's going on? Is this a video? What is this? They're talking about things? Maybe they'll give a little breakdown.
Blast has obtained the actual contract between Tfue and Faze Clan. As you know, these two have been warring over what's actually in this document, who gets what, how much money.
How did Blast get the contract?
I've got it right here.
How?
We'll go over it together right
That's
now.
what I want to know.
Let's see who's telling the truth. Let's start with the agreement itself. It is dated April 27th, 2018.
Got it. I know we heard that September 2018 was when I believe Tfue said he wanted to get out of the contract, something like that. So we could, just from that evidence coming out, Faze Bank is lying about him just finally knowing, unless he's completely detached from Faze as a company, as a business back end. He's only the face. He doesn't know, he's only surface level. He doesn't know anything underneath, anything that's going on business wise with Faze. But it seems a little crazy, and I'm sure they're going to go into that.
It starts with a 6-month period, which after that 6 month automatically gets a 36-month extension. Okay, so that part is true. This is a multi-year contract that Tfue is currently in now.
36 months, that's 3 years.
Here's the big part, the compensation. There has been the argument over what the percentages are of Tfue's earning for each category. Well, I have it. Here's what it is.
Oh, boy.
To start,
what do we
Tfue
got?
gets $2,000 a month.
What? Wait, what? $2,000 a month? What? No way.
Playing video games, playing professional gaming with the Faze Clan. The big one, the in-game sticker, the creator code income. It is a split 50-50.
What? What? No way. Yeah, maybe if it was called, the creator code was code Faze Tfue. 50%. No wonder Banks got the freaking tattoo on his leg, because then he would get way more money by promoting the code. Oh, that is horrible. Why? Oh, okay. Let's keep it going.
Company and Tfue. Branding deals, another big one. If the branding deal comes in from Tfue to the company, it's a 50-50 split. But if the branding deal comes in through the company while Tfue's there, it's an 80-20 split towards Faze Clan.
Oh my God. If there's ever a word to use for what Faze is doing with these contracts, leech is the best one. They're just trying to suck whatever they can get out of Tfue, and that's it. Banks, what are you doing, dude? Dude, I was sympathizing with Banks a little bit. But this makes him look like a complete fool. Tfue, I mean, if he looks at this contract and signed it, granted, okay, this is how a lot of these contract deals go. You have young content creators that have no idea how business works. I was in that realm. I was older-ish. I was like 21 when I signed my contract back in the day. And you kind of do get used. Granted, I think I lucked out with the companies, and now I'm with Fullscreen, but I think I lucked out because every year, I signed, my first contract was 2 years, which that's how a lot of it goes. A lot of contracts are 2 years. But if you can get to a point where you can argue for a year, great. If you can get to 6 months, even better. But most of the time, the minimum you're going to get for a contract is a year. And I think I started off with like a 75% and then moved up. I can't really say, I think in my contract it says that I can't really say what I make or what I get as far as percentages. But this is nuts, dude. This is them taking advantage of a young content creator, a person that just wants to play video games and create content and just suck them dry. Oh, that is the worst blowjob ever. It's a blowjob with sandpaper.
And lastly, the only split that is 80-20 for Tfue is any prize money won in tournaments. The bottom line here,
dude, that's still nuts.
Faze Clan gets at least 50% for most of the income when Tfue is playing Fortnite. Now, as gamers know, that creator code income is astronomical.
Yeah, it is.
At this point, we are told Tfue's earnings are upwards of $10 million a year. But like I said, Faze Clan under this contract gets half of all that money. Now I think I should
and then taxes. Yeah, you got to think, oh yeah, 10 million is a great number to throw out. Then you cut that in half. Okay, so Tfue would make 5 million. Then you cut that about, in half with taxes and paying whatever else people for thumbnails and other things, just logistical stuff. And then, if you want to live life vicariously like a rock star, you pay for that. It goes by quick.
About
this is
the
bad.
problem Tfue has with this contract. It is the fact that at any moment in time, today, right now as this video is being created, they can come to collect all of that money that they are owed. I will say that Faze Bank put out a video.
Yeah, he did.
And talked about how they have collected nothing.
Yes, yes.
Only about $60,000 for a few deals. That may be true. The issue is that at any moment, they are entitled to at least 50% of his major earnings. So,
what a scumbag! What an actual scumbag, yo! Hey guys, well, I'm a great person here. We've only collected $60,000. That's nothing. That's nothing. Let me forget about talking about that we take 50% of the code Tfue, 50% of this, 50% of that. Just we only take 80, 20. Tfue gets 80, we get 20 of the prize money that he wins when he's playing good at Fortnite. But if we want to, eventually, we can take all the other money. Oh, what a shitty person. Wow. This is why I hate business. This is why I hate YouTube sometimes. And just like the fact that, okay, it's a brand new frontier for people to create and make a living. And damn, are they at least business people? Because I've dealt with MCNs. I've dealt with companies that just want to scam you, dude. This is nuts. This is going to change. This could change the landscape of everything. If this keeps getting more public and more publicity and more news outlets, reputable, like Washington Post, Wall Street Journal, like all these big names pick up on this, this could be huge for the people that are in business with new media. Oh my God.
Obviously, Tfue and his team believe that's an egregious contract. I can tell
Yeah.
you from in Hollywood, most talent contracts are about 10%. We're talking Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie here. 10 to 15% at the most that an agent or a talent manager gets from any given talent. Okay, there's a few other things in here that I want to go over. Team merchandise and touring. It is very clear in this contract, which I will read to you. Anything featuring gamer or gamer's likeness unrelated to FaZe Clan merchandise and apparel, manufactured by or in conjunction or consultation with the company, pays out 20% to the gamer and 80% of the company. Again, there's that number, 80% to FaZe Clan. There's also an exclusivity period and matching rights in this contract, which is very interesting. So essentially, if Tfue gets fired or leaves or gets an offer from another Fortnite crew to play, this contract allows FaZe Clan to have exclusivity, and he has to give them the offers that he gets and identify what team is actually offering him that deal, and then they can match it. Unfortunately, which I'll get to, there's a termination clause where if he's fired, he has to stay out of professional gaming for 6 months.
Oh my, no. Give me a desk. I need a desk. I need to flip something. Give me a desk. Got the desk. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna build this desk. Come on. Are you kidding me? What the hell?
Talking no video games for profit for 6 whole months. This brings me to the current battle between these two people. Number one, Brian Friedman, Tfue's attorney, has said this about the contract to us. This is the most unfair contract I have ever seen in almost 30 years of practicing law. That's how bad this is. It brings me to one last part of this contract that should be talked about. The appearances. So any appearances, touring, sign-up bonuses, and similar activities.
It just keeps getting better.
50% to the gamer and 50% to the company. To recap what we're talking about here, we have the actual entire 13-page contract, which you will see on theblast.com. And I am telling you that this contract is very, very clear. FaZe Clan has a very good deal here. They get a lion's share of Tfue's money, the big amount, the multi-million dollars that are at stake here. They get at least 50%. As I said before, the only time Tfue actually gets 80% of what he earns is when he wins in tournaments. But let me say it one more time. The big amount.
That's what Banks was highlighting in his video. We don't take any of the earnings. We only do the 80-20. We don't take all of it. And he highlights that in the video. But how does Banks know that? But then he doesn't know, hey, we take 50% of code Tfue. He mentions it in the video that he got a tattoo on his leg. I thought we were friends, dude. I got a tattoo. You didn't, put a knife to my throat or anything. I did it because, well, we all thought Banks was just an idiot. Now he's an idiot with at least a few more points of IQ on the board because you make more money. Jesus.
The money here is in that creator code income and all the brand deals that are put together by him and the company. I am telling you, this is going to be war. As far as how this whole thing ends, Tfue has sued FaZe Clan in an LA County court. So this war is not going to be over unless a judge or a jury decides who gets what.
Wow. So I popped up on Livestream Fail just to see if they mentioned anything because they've been following the story, and boom, something about the contract is at the top of the list. And this is why I don't understand lawyer lingo. It's hard to understand. So I got to give a big shout out to Blast for putting that video together and for putting their article together, because it really explains to dummies what this all means. Because look at this, reading the top comment based around the contract, How does anybody decipher this? Gamer services hereunder shall be performed on a work made for hire basis, and as such, all right, title, and interest in and to all results and proceeds from the services, including but not limited to all work product, deliverables, and content, intellectual property rights therein and related thereto, collectively, results and proceeds shall be owned exclusively by company in perpetuity throughout the universe and in all media now known or hereafter devised. What does that mean? Come on, dude. When you bring Tfue into your offices in Hollywood and you spice him up, maybe give him a little a margarita, hey, and he's 20 years old, and you're like, this whole world's yours. Sign this contract real quick so we can get out of here and do flips off a bridge. What do you think? What do you think he's thinking? Yeah, let's go. I'm 20 years old. This is a dream of a lifetime. Justin Bieber, how could you drive that fast in your Lamborghini and do cocaine and off of strippers and pee and throw eggs on a neighbor's house and you're 20 years old? It's these kids. They're adults, but they're kids still. They don't understand the logistics of business and everything and the future. They're thinking for the now.
The point.
Tfue and his drama, man.
Say, all the stuff about the gambling, the stunts, the drinking. I told my lawyer I did not want that in there, and he will do exactly just that. He will take it out. So that is no worries. That is out of my way. What I really want to talk about is the...
Wow. Tfue, you can't... yeah. Why was that even brought up in general? Who was telling these stories? I guess Tfue was probably just backtracking on the past, and the lawyer was like, so how did this happen? What happened? And he's like, well, we did all this, and then the lawyer just decided to add it in because that's what makes the case sound even more egregious. Anywho, let's go.
The main point, I never wanted to upset anybody. I never wanted to bring that stuff in. I never wanted to get anybody to get emotional because this isn't about that. This is about me and this contract. This contract that I signed when I didn't know any better. I'm an idiot. I should have never signed it in the first place. This 3-year contract. What is in this contract is so bizarre. It's so I wish you guys could see this thing because I can't even fathom it.
We did.
This contract basically allows Faze at any point in 3 years to just take all my hard earnings and all my hard work and just strip it. Over 49%, over 79%. What is in this contract is insane, and that's not even the worst parts. And what I'm trying to do here is just serve justice to the esports community, the esports industry. These kids are getting ripped off. They're getting taken advantage of. These contracts are not okay, and this needs to never happen again. And there's tons of people in contracts this bad, just like me. And I'm the first person to stand up.
All right, Tfue, is he reading off a script? Tfue has never sounded this coherent ever. I'm sorry.
Say this is not right. This is not cool. And if only you guys could see what is in this contract.
Will you see it?
What is within this contract? But Faze Clan, please release the contract for the public to see. Let me show the public. Just give me permission to show these people the truth that is within this contract. That's all I really have to say. Show the contract, Faze. Release the contract. Everybody, hashtag release the contract. Release it, please.
Wow, my first take from that is wow. Anyhow, right after this video, response from Tfue, it started trending. #1 in the United States, hashtag release the contract. So apparently this contract between Tfue and Faze Clan is horrible, and the pressure was on Faze to release it. Faze Banks responded on Twitter by saying this: Tfue, we offered you $1 million per year and 0% splits across the board. The only deliverable on your side was to represent Faze Clan. To act like we didn't try to fix your situation multiple times is manipulative. Tfue, like I said, for us,
this is a shitstorm! What the hell? Banks, stop talking. Banks, You need. I would love to be Faze PR manager. Put me as Faze PR manager, dude. Stop talking. It doesn't matter what you offered him or said is out there. It doesn't matter, dude. You're trying to save face right now. That's how the public looks, whether it's the truth or whether it's a lie. It doesn't matter. The public sees you as becoming desperate now. Stop talking. Don't release another video, even though you probably made bank on the one that, like Tfue's still making you money through videos that you're releasing. I feel bad for both of you. You probably did have a genuine connection with each other, but at the end of the day, this is a business decision. And if Banks sees this, because I've tweeted Banks and he's seen what I've said before, not like he's gonna see it this time, not like anyone's gonna watch this video at all. But you gotta stop, dude. It doesn't matter what you offer him or what you're saying now, because at the end of the day, that's not what's in the contract. Okay? That's just it. This is a mess.
This was never a, and we're waiting on that. Right now, we have the CEO of FaZe Clan, Lee Trink, on the line.
Okay.
Lee,
The official
how did
CEO.
all this happen?
Great question. And
Oh God, he starts with Faze PR manager, right here. Faze PR manager, hire me.
I would say it started a long time ago. You know, obviously we have a contract that that Tfue signed.
Okay. I can't even hear this guy talk. Before I jump to conclusions.
You know, I'll be honest that over the last few days, I've spent a lot of time speaking to his lawyer, and I thought that we were on a really good path for reconciliation. It's the only thing that we want. I think that, you know, we've been
yeah, because you don't want to go to court.
We've tried to be very measured in our response, right? Despite the fact that Hollywood Reporter article, I mean, it was awful. I mean, they talked about things that were really just, it seemed patently unfair and dirty.
I mean, I personally know that some of that stuff is just untrue.
True.
Even Turner in his video response last night said it's untrue. So even, you know, I don't know what's going on there, but when they say something's there, you know, a lot of the things that they said there had nothing to do with Turner and his contract. They were things to hurt FaZe Clan.
I mean, that's what Banks keeps alluding to on Twitter, that these are tactical moves to hurt FaZe, which is so wild to me because it seems like, you know, FaZe has done nothing but try to help Tfue. And I know some people in the audience are going to call me biased, but I'm sorry. That's the way I see it.
I mean, look, we're not perfect, right? This industry and what we do has never really been done before to this level.
Right.
So we're all learning while we're going.
He has
we're
a
doing
point.
The best that we show up every day. We try and we want to be transparent. We want to be
But there's so many other.
honest. We communicate
I'll let him finish.
with our talent. We are a talent first organization. And again, it doesn't mean that we're perfect. We're constantly evolving and getting better as there's more and more attention and frankly, more and more money as part of this. Money makes things crazy, right? This was a much simpler industry before all of the attention was the attention, the money, and some of all these kind of corporate guys.
Yeah, I mean, you take the business out of it. Banks and Tfue were close friends. I mean, everyone knows that. But we're going to have to leave it there. Ladies and gentlemen, CEO of FaZe Clan, Lee Trink. Guys, if you...
Okay. You didn't give him a good finishing statement, Keem. Just, you're out. You're cut. That guy seems like he has a little bit of a better head on his shoulders. He's not as invested personally into this. So he probably should have been one to make a statement way before Banks should have ever. He makes a point, though, that, like, what FaZe is doing and a lot of these esport teams and them getting signed to bigger companies and all this stuff, like, it's never been done before. So there are growing pains and a bit of a learning curve, but that contract's insane. That contract's insane. I hope that they, at the end of this all, I hope that they can figure out a resolution and not bring it into court. It'd be nice if they could just settle it and not have all this crazy stuff going on. I understand Tfue where he's trying to make a point and trying to stand up for all the other kids and all the other people that are signing these esport deals and whatnot. That's kind of helping his case a little bit, where people are siding with him. It's another thing that he's doing. It's like Banks and Tfue. It's like, how can we make all these people on our side? That's really what it's all about, that tactic. But at the end of the day, like, Tfue signed that contract. Dumbest decision you could make is not to read throughout that contract and see those bullet points, because people that just saw the contract for half a day are picking apart these things. I mean, damn, have somebody personal in your life look over a contract like that, and they will be like, that's not a good idea at all. Like, you signed specifically for the fact that FaZe Clan could bring you up. And they did. They for sure. Like, there's no denying that Tfue was on his way up slowly and steadily, but once he joined FaZe, it was like, boom, skyrocket. And then they made him sign this crazy ass contract, and that's not right either. So it just seems like both parties are wrong. FaZe looks a little worse with coming up with that type of contract in the first place. Seems like manipulation and just taking advantage of somebody that doesn't understand the business aspect of it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know this was kind of a longer video, and I wasn't even expecting to kind of make it, but this is crazy. This is like a big part of the online community in general, not just gaming. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this. Who's at fault? It's Tfue versus FaZe. All right, y'all, don't forget to drop that L if you enjoyed this video. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Shake 'em. And hey, FaZe PR manager right here. And Beckham.